Hi, welcome to the Market Alert for Monday, the 16th of August 2021. So really this graphic here with no confidence really is about what Friday trading session was all about. We also saw that cryptos moved higher, dollar dipped and stocks hit record highs as Americans' confidence collapses. And just to assist with this, supply chain brace for collapse. Port of LA fears repeat of shipping nightmare as China locks down, which we've not seen on the mainstream news. You're going to have a secondary hit of supplies issues and a sudden negative change in the economy. Consumer spending slides as majority now expect a new slowdown. And don't forget, we're heading into the autumn. We're bound to have a third wave, or if we don't have a third wave, there will be rumour of a third wave of COVID that will be used in order to bring about the World Economic Forum's agenda and assist with it. Meanwhile, in the implied volatility, 12.75 down to 12.11. Expect this to kick up after today, unless, of course, the market moves to the upside once more. But there's no news today to assist with this. The big one for this week, we've got one today. We've got Powell speaking at 6:30 p.m. and then Wednesday FOMC, and that's really we've got it's the UK CPI. I thought I was going to say we only had that last week in the US. So yeah, that's they're the big ones for this week. But for today, it's going to be Powell speaking later on this evening. So let's kick off with the Dow. We put a new all-time high in on Friday, 35,615. We've got some potential weakness there for the last 2 days, and overnight the Dow has moved lower. During Friday, you can see we kicked off to the upside. The market didn't hold, and then it traded sideways for the remainder of the session. So having put in that new all-time high, which we now see as this high for today, the market then failed to hold, and we've even gapped lower. We've not filled the gap yet, which is interesting, and traded down over 100 points in the Dow already. In the German Dax, we also have a new all-time high. We'll look at this in more detail in just a moment. This also trading down to the 5-bar moving average already on the overnight, which can be seen a bit more clearly in the 30-minute chart there. This is probably due to the Afghan war, why this is... what's kicking off in Afghanistan. I would say it is a war domestically, and then prices also were just moving low, but only about 80 points, 70 points lower there for the German DAX. And in the 2-minute overnight, you'll see there's the gap. So what we've got here is the start of the session, or the overnight as it kicks in, then there's a bit of a break, and then we see the market gap lower there and trade sideways at the low. Tries to bring it back at the low, but fails to do so, and then moves back to the upside there. So let's have a look at the metals. An interesting day on Friday with the dollar showing some weakness. Silver was allowed to move back to the upside, but it's looking weak overnight. And I've drawn in the fibs back to the downside, and again, wouldn't be at all surprised if we don't end up going back down to these levels for the silver market. And the same for the gold as well, which I haven't drawn into the downside. I'll just draw these in. So anywhere down to these levels as well, they'll take advantage where they can. They've got to keep this illusion alive with the monetary system, which is failing miserably. We got through the 50-year anniversary yesterday. And then in the US dollar, you can see they're starting to do a reversal back to the upside in the daily chart. So from this high to Friday's low, draw some fibs in. And this is the areas where you'd expect the dollar to come under a bit of pressure, but we'll just have to wait and see. Unless, of course, we get the war. They keep banging the war drums with Afghanistan, and that might just give gold and silver a bit of a lift. But otherwise, the manipulation by the banks will continue. And Friday's session, all of the all-time highs were put in the morning session. well, certainly for the Dax and the morning session for New York. You can see there that we had a bit of a move to the downside in the futures, but then we started off with moving to the upside, and that's how it played out. We see prices moving up, and the high here was the previous day's all-time high, and then this just continuing, and we're making new all-time highs all the way through the morning session, which you can see there, and then prices eventually start to pull back, having achieved that goal with no other major news out on Friday. Prices then drift back to the previous all-time high, which you see here, before once again trading sideways and bouncing off this until the afternoon session, when we had a potential sell signal there which wasn't filled, and then the market got into a sideways move, and then eventually just came back below Thursday's high, which you'll see in a moment, and just drifted slightly lower there. But all the fun was to be had in the morning as prices went on to make the new all-time high. So there we go. That's a quick roundup of Friday and the weekend events, and also where we stand across the board with the Dow, the Dax, and the metals markets as well. Okay, that will do it for this one. Don't forget, it's going to be a quietish day, and I've just had a thought, actually. I think I got it wrong with the Fed. Yes, I did. That's tomorrow. Yeah, I'm not paying attention here. It's a bit early Monday morning. Nothing today. So, yeah, it's tomorrow that Powell is speaking there. So, there we go. Okay, that will do it for this one. As ever, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.